Good evening. Sorry about that. We were a little slow getting up on our stream, but it's up. It was my own computer having problems at this time, not the stream, but we are up and running, and it is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to be with you. And I want to welcome you. And we'll get started with a little song and then welcome folks who are with us and continue on. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, 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 shevet achim gam yachad. Well, good evening, Yvonne and Simon and Ellen and Nancy and Adele and Lisa and Beth and Sharon and anybody else who's with us. We're happy to have you with us. Say hello if you're on Zoom, on Facebook, and I haven't mentioned you, and I don't know that you're there. Say hello so we can properly welcome you. I'll start with a story. Once there was a queen, and she loved many things in her life and in her palace, things that made her feel at home and connected her to her past and to her family. But she had one thing in particular that when she'd feel sad and lonely, she would take out and look at. It was a beautiful red ruby. And she would look at it and it would make her feel safe and connected because it had been a ruby that had been in her family as long as anybody could remember, going back from generations and generations and generations. One day when she pulled it out, it had a big scratch in it. And she didn't know where the scratch came from. She was heartbroken, been passed down all these generations and was still in perfect shape. And then it was under her care, and somehow it got scratched. So she called the fix-it people from all around the kingdom, and they came from hither and yon and from far and near. And they all looked at the ruby and they all said the same thing. "We're very sorry, Your Majesty, but the scratch is too deep. There's nothing we can do to get it out." Then, about a week later, there was a knock on the palace door. And the helper to the queen came to the door and opened it, squeaky door. And there was a little boy standing there. And the boy said, "I heard about the queen's ruby, and I'm here to make it beautiful again." And the servant couldn't believe that a boy, the greatest fix-it people, had already looked at this ruby, but figured couldn't hurt to summon the queen. So he said, "Queen, somebody's here to see you." And the boy said to the queen, "I'm here to make your ruby as beautiful as ever." And the queen thought she had nothing to lose, and he promised to bring it back in a week. So she gave him the ruby, and off he went. A week later, there was a knock on the palace door. Again, the queen's helper came and opened the door, and the queen came down, and the boy said, "I'm back." And the queen's first comment was, "Did you get the scratch out of my ruby?" And the boy said, "No, but," and the queen said, "I knew it. I knew it. And the boy said, I never promised to get the scratch out of your ruby. I just told you I'd make it as beautiful as before. And I believe that I have. And he held out his hand. It had a little box in it. And the queen took the box and opened it. And tears of joy came into her eyes. And she said, it truly is even more beautiful than it was before. And the scratch was still there. But now it was the stem of a beautiful rose that had been carved into the ruby. So Erev Tov, everybody. Hi to Phil as well, who is with us, who I haven't welcomed yet. And I'm gonna move in. Cantor Paul's at a performance this evening at school that his son's a part of. So he's there this evening. I think it's a concert of some sort, musical, instrumental concert. But I'm going to move into Zoom Siyyum now, our Shema and Hashkivenu prayers, and then I'll share some announcements and we'll move forward. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Vaed. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. Vehamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen, amen. 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 Amen, amen. Amen, 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 amen. Just a couple of quick announcements. As always, tomorrow you'll get your weekly email. Check it for events and upcoming opportunities. Couple of things to just be aware of that are coming up. This year, December 24th and December 31st are both Friday nights. Both of those evenings, we will have early Shabbat services at 6:30 p.m. In person and online, but there'll be just one service that evening, no family service and adult service, just one service that will be both in person and online at 6:30. That won't run more than an hour. So Cantor Paul will be doing the December 24th service, and I'll be doing the December 31st service. He's on vacation one part of the week, and I'm on vacation time, and I'm on vacation the other part. So just it's going to be in all the announcements and all those things, but just to be aware that on those two Fridays, our Shabbat schedule is different. And of course, the following week, January 8th, which is a Saturday night, we have Nefesh Mountain. Tickets are still for sale at the Eventbrite link, which can be found again in your congregational emails or on our temple homepage. It's now being advertised a little bit more in the community, so through the Folk Music Center and other places. So if you want to get a ticket, get your ticket soon. It should be a really amazing event. They just played their debut just a couple of days ago at the Grand Ole Opry. So that was their first time at the Grand Ole Opry, but Nefesh Mountain was just there. And they go from the Grand Ole Opry to Temple Beth Israel. So that's where we're going to be. And we're thrilled to have Eric and Donnie with us to share their really wonderful music with us. And if you don't know their music, it's very much, depending on what you call it, it's Jewish Americana or Jewgrass or whatever you want to call it, but it's a blend of Jewish themes and music with kind of traditional American bluegrass kind of sounds, and it's they're really terrific. So love to have you there as well. And we'll close with a song. Oh, say shalom, bimromav. Oh, say shalom, bimromav. Hu yaseh, hu yaseh, hu yaseh shalom. Hu yaseh, hu yaseh, hu yaseh shalom. Hu yaseh, hu yaseh, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Hu yaseh, hu yaseh, hu yaseh shalom. Hu yaseh, hu yaseh, hu yaseh shalom. Hu yaseh, hu yaseh, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu. Wishing all of you, may the one who makes peace in the heavens, as we just sang, make peace for all of you. May you find peace and wholeness this week, and look forward, Cantor Paul and I, to being with you on Shabbat, either in person or online. Our 6:30 family service is only virtual this week, and 7:30 we have our Shabbat classic service, both in person in the sanctuary and online. And we hope to see you in one of those places, online or in person, on Shabbat. Take care. Bye-bye.